This phone features 8000 mAh battery, a futuristic transparent design, a customizable LED matrix on the back, and gaming focused features. Sounds impressive, right? Well, this is the new Tecno POVA 8 5G. On paper, it looks like a phone built for gamers and power users, but once you start using it, some compromises become very clear. So after spending enough time with the device, here is my detailed review of Tecno POVA 8 5G. Before we begin, let's quickly look at what comes inside the box. You get the Tecno POVA 8 itself, the warranty card and the user manual, a silicone case, a USB A to USB-C cable, a 45-watt fast charger, a SIM ejector tool. It is good to see Tecno still including the charger and case in the box. Now let's talk about what is probably the biggest highlight of this phone, the design. The Tecno POVA 8 immediately stands out from almost every other smartphone in this segment. While most phones follow a safe and generic design language, Tecno has gone all in with a gaming-inspired futuristic look. The phone features a flat, matte-finished silver frame with sharp corners. Despite packing a massive 8000 mAh battery, it does not feel overly bulky in hand. The silver finish also gives it a more premium appearance than you would normally expect. The bezels around the display are noticeable. The side bezels are acceptable, but the bottom chin is quite thick and constantly reminds you that this is not a premium flagship. On the side you get a volume buttons and a power button that doubles as a fingerprint scanner. Tecno has added a bright orange accent to the power button, and honestly it looks really nice. It adds character and makes the button easier to locate. At the bottom you get the SIM card tray, primary microphone, USB Type-C port and a speaker grill. The top houses an IR blaster, but the real attraction is on the back. Tecno has used a dual layer design with a transparent outer panel sitting above a structured white and grey internal chassis design. Combined with geometric patterns, mechanical style detailing and orange accents, it creates a futuristic sci-fi appearance. The camera island itself looks premium with its symmetrical triple ring layout. Interestingly, not all those rings are cameras. One of them houses a micro LED matrix system. This mini LED display can show charging animations, notifications, music playback effects, gaming indicators, timers and much more. You can even customize the patterns or create your own designs. In fact, some implementations are genuinely useful. For example, when using the camera timer, the LED matrix shows the countdown on the back. It is not just a gimmick, it actually adds functionality while making the phone look unique. The phone also comes with an IP64 rating, giving it basic dust and water resistance. Overall, if you want a phone that stands out from the crowd, the POVA 8 5G absolutely delivers. Moving on to the display, the Tecno POVA 8 features a 6.76-inch Full HD Plus display. The display looks reasonably sharp, colors are decent and everyday usage feels good. However, there is one major issue. Tecno has used an IPS LCD panel instead of AMOLED. At a starting price of Rs 30,000, this is difficult to justify because many competitors offer AMOLED displays that provide deeper blacks, better contrast, richer colors and a much more premium viewing experience. Then there is the refresh rate situation. Tecno claims a 144Hz refresh rate, but in actual usage, the claim feels more like a marketing than reality. Most of the time, the display switches between 60Hz and 90Hz even if you select the high refresh rate mode. You have to push 120Hz individually in each app to actually get 120Hz, but there is no way to use 144Hz. And there is another important point. The Dimensity 7100 chipset used in this phone officially supports refresh rate only up to 120Hz. So while the phone claims 144Hz, the phone only offers 120Hz. The good thing is that 120Hz still feels smooth. Scrolling, app switching and navigation remain fluid. Outdoor visibility is decent and the display remains usable under sunlight. The phone also supports Widevine L1 certification and HDR playback. Interestingly, HDR works on YouTube where HDR videos can be played. But HDR does not work on Netflix because Netflix does not recognize the device as HDR compatible. So while the display is decent overall, the IPS panel and confusing refresh rate implementation prevent it from feeling truly premium. The POVA 8 runs HiOS based on Android 16. Tecno's software experience has improved significantly over the years. HiOS now feels much more polished and offers plenty of customization options. You can customize icons, themes, wallpapers, animations, and even lock screen layouts. The phone does come with pre-installed apps. Thankfully, some of them can be uninstalled. Tecno has also integrated several AI-powered features throughout the system. You get gaming tools, productivity features, privacy options, battery optimization features, and even circle to search integration inside the gallery app. The overall experience feels smooth, apps open quickly, multitasking works well, and animations remain fluid. The phone is powered by MediaTek's Dimensity 7100 processor built on TSMC's 6nm process. The chipset uses 4 Cortex A78 performance cores clocked at up to 2.5 GHz and 4 Cortex A55 efficiency cores clocked at 2 GHz. For daily use, performance is absolutely fine. Web browsing, social media, messaging, video streaming, navigation, and multitasking all run smoothly. The phone comes with up to 8 GB of RAM and supports an additional 8 GB of virtual RAM expansion. Benchmark scores are decent as well. The problem is not that the Dimensity 7100 is weak. The problem is the price segment. At this price point, there are competitors offering more powerful processors. Gaming performance is good but not exceptional. The Mali G610MC2 GPU handles BGMI and Free Fire comfortably at medium to high settings with stable frame rates. But more demanding games like Genshin Impact require lower graphical settings for smoother gameplay. Tecno has included a gaming toolbox that provides quick access to performance boosting, network optimization, bypass charging, touch optimization, screen recording, and screenshots. Thermal management is decent and the phone does not get uncomfortably hot during extended gaming sessions. For casual and competitive gamers, the experience is solid. Hardcore gamers looking for flagship level performance should look elsewhere. The phone also comes with 128 GB of UFS 2.2 storage, which is acceptable for this price segment. For cameras, Tecno has used a 50 megapixel Sony sensor along with a secondary sensor on the back. On the front, you get a 13 megapixel selfie camera. The Sony LYT600 is actually a capable sensor and has been used successfully in several smartphones. In daylight, photos come out sharp with plenty of detail. Colors are boosted slightly, making greens, flowers, and buildings look vibrant and social media ready. Close-up shots also look impressive with good texture retention and natural background separation. However, HDR processing struggles in challenging lighting situations. When shooting against bright skies or strong sunlight, highlights can blow out and skies often end up overexposed. Low light performance is decent but not class leading. In well lit indoor environments and city streets, images remain usable with controlled noise. But as lighting gets worse, aggressive noise reduction starts removing finer details. Moving subjects can appear blurry and lens flare becomes noticeable around bright light sources. Portrait mode delivers mixed results. Daylight portraits look good with natural skin tones and decent detail retention. But edge detection is not always accurate. In low light, portraits lose detail and the artificial blur effect can sometimes look too aggressive. The 13 megapixel selfie camera performs surprisingly well in daylight. It preserves skin texture naturally and avoids excessive beauty processing. Low light selfies are acceptable but softer due to stronger noise reduction. Portrait selfies work reasonably well, although hair detection can still be inconsistent. Tecno has also added several AI-powered camera features. There is AIGC portrait mode, which can recreate your photos using different AI-generated portrait styles. Another interesting feature is Sky Shop, which lets you replace the sky with different weather and lighting effects. You also get dual video recording using both front and rear cameras simultaneously. For video recording, the phone supports up to 2K at 30 fps from both front and rear cameras. This is the rear camera recording 2K 30 fps. But but honestly I preferred the 1080p mode. And this one is the 1080p 60 fps. The difference in detail is not significantly enough to justify using 2K all the time, and 1080p videos generally look more balanced. The biggest disappointment is stabilization. There is no effective stabilization system here. As a result, videos can look shaky when walking or recording handheld footage. The front camera can record up to 2K 30 fps, but you can also record in 1080p 60 fps. This is the 2K 30 fps, and you can just check the video quality, the mic quality. This is 1080p 60 fps camera sample. The same issue affects the front camera as well. If video recording is important to you, I would recommend sticking to 1080p. Connectivity is comprehensive. Network reception remains stable, Wi-Fi works reliably, Bluetooth connectivity is solid, and GPS performance is accurate. One interesting addition is Tecno's FreeLink technology, which enables nearby communication under supported conditions. The fingerprint scanner is fast and reliable. Face unlock is also available and works well in good lighting. The IR blaster is another useful addition that many competitors have removed. For audio, Tecno claims Dolby Atmos support. However, the phone only has a single bottom firing speaker, so while the software processing is present, you do not get the immersive stereo experience offered by the dual speaker setup. Call quality is good, voices sound clear, and microphone performance is perfectly acceptable. And now we come to the biggest strength of the Tecno POVA 8, the battery. This phone packs a massive 8000 mAh battery, and the results are exactly what you would expect. With normal usage including social media, messaging, browsing, video streaming, and occasional gaming, getting 2 full days of battery life is easy. Even heavy users will struggle to drain it in a single day. Screen on time can comfortably exceed 10 hours. Charging is handled by a 45-watt charger included in the box. Tecno also uses AI-based charging management to optimize charging speed and improve long-term battery health. The phone supports reverse wired charging as well, allowing it to function like a power bank. You also get bypass charging, which powers the system directly during gaming instead of continuously charging the battery. This helps reduce heat and battery wear during long gaming sessions. Simply put, battery life is one of the strongest reasons to buy this phone. So should you buy the Tecno POVA 8? The answer depends on what you value most. The POVA 8 has a very clear identity. It offers dependable performance, excellent battery life, useful gaming features, IP64 protection, an IR blaster, reverse charging, bypass charging, and one of the most unique designs in this segment. And that customizable mini LED matrix definitely helps it stand out. But there are compromises. The IPS LCD display feels disappointing at this price, especially when several competitors offer AMOLED panels. The Dimensity 7100 is capable, but not particularly competitive for the price bracket. And while Tecno markets a 144Hz display, most users will realistically experience 90Hz or 120Hz. If your biggest priority is battery life and you want a phone that can easily last 2 days while handling gaming, entertainment, and daily tasks without issues, the Tecno POVA 8 is a practical choice. But when you compare the entire package against its asking price, it feels more like a niche option rather than an obvious value for money winner. That was my full review of the Tecno POVA 8. Let me know in the comments what you think about this phone and whether that massive 8000 mAh battery is enough to convince you. If you enjoyed this review, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.